Hi guys, welcome back to my rabbit hole of K-pop. I am Atomic Rabbit. Maybe I should put a warning here that I don't know how I will react to this. I don't know what this is gonna do with me. I don't know if I'm gonna say anything I'm not supposed to say. I just don't know how I'm going to be handling this. This song and the snippet that I heard of it, it just reaches for places that I try to keep within myself. So I'm not even sure if it is a good idea to film this video and share me with you. This for me is like making up for the fact that we don't have anything for Desire. Anyways, I know you're not interested in all of this. I know you want me to watch that MV, which is what I'm going to be doing, but I just needed to say this before going into this because I'm kind of scared. Anyways, let's go.
알고 있지 벗어날 수도 없지 점점 빠져가 save me please don't leave me 갈망의 목이 타워 터질 듯한 이 끌림에 감각마저 무뎌져 난 눈앞에 있는 너 꿈인지 현실인지 환상인지 꿈에서 꿈을 꾼 듯한 걸 오늘 몸에 전율이 널 기억하고 있는 것 같아 I know you get deja vu 미쳐가 너와 눈이 마주칠 순간 멈출 수가 없지 난 끝이 없는 갈증을 느껴 모든 게 deja vu deja vu 미쳐가 저기요 자꾸만 걸었는데 지는 않은 걸 원해요 왜 저기요 내가 본 꿈에서 네 다음 장면은 아마도 배
Oh.
피할 수 없음 way 맺혀버린 이 순간만 이미 게임장 터진 것 같아서 왜안돼 손짓은 더 위험해 슈리럽 빨개 향기가 타올라나고 속해 뭐가 있는지 솟아게 ready 바람에 뛰어간 맛이는 노래 race 꿈에서 꿈을 꾼 듯한 걸 오늘 몸에 전율이 널 기억하고 것 같아 I know you get deja vu 미쳐가 너와 눈이 마주칠 순간 멈출 수가 없지 난 끝이 없는 갈증을 느껴 모든 게 deja vu Oh deja vu 미쳐가 I want you so bad oh 어느 곳 어떤 시간 어떤 운명이 날 너에게 끌어당기는 건지 내 숨이 내게 닿는다 내 숨도
No.
내게 닿을까 내 숨이 멎는다 해도 다음 꿈에서라도 find you in my heart 미쳐가 너와 눈이 마주칠 순간 멈출 수가 없지 난 끝이 없는 갈증을 느껴 모든 게 deja vu Oh deja vu 미쳐가 I want you so bad oh 미쳐가 우린 나연도 알지 속자고 미워가는 달콤한 생각인지 병인지 혼란스럽지 내 맘이 널 원하는 건 본능인데 약간 deja vu
Okay, maybe I need to say something. I'm sorry. I just landed. When I say that this is making up for the fact that we don't have an MV for Desire, it's because it is the same kind of song for me. Desire is... The first time I watched it was when I watched the concert. That's not the first time I watched it. I watched it as a live performance as well on the channel. I think I did a video for those live performances. I think Desire was included, except I couldn't watch it very well because it was very heavily pixelated. The quality was really bad, so it didn't have the full effect. But when I heard Desire for the first time, and I spoke about this in my earliest reactions when I was discovering their music. The first time I heard Desire, I was stopped in my tracks. I couldn't move. I could barely breathe. I couldn't do anything. Desire is the only song so far before Deja Vu that had that effect on me, where it's just kind of choking me up in a way, because there is an infinite amount of emotions coming to the surface and it's all happening at once. And with Deja Vu, the same thing happened, and I knew it was it was going to have a similar effect as soon as I heard the first few notes for the preview. My heart is actually racing, and when I say I just landed, I literally just landed. And these are things that I don't necessarily want to share with the outside world because it's very... okay. I can't identify them. I don't know where these emotions come from. I don't know what part of my being is being... You know, right now I'm sitting here thinking, like, I need to go cut into this video a lot before I can make this shareable, but at the same time, I don't think I should. This is one of the biggest reasons why ATEEZ is just it for me, not only in terms of people, but also in terms of music. For me personally, there is nothing that has the same effect as ATEEZ, or that has as much of an impact as ATEEZ has with their music, with who they are as people, the way they approach things, their storyline, the way they handle things, their presence, their thoughts, their way of communicating, the whole thing that is ATEEZ, that whole thing. There is nothing that goes beyond it. Even if I'm not just talking about K-pop, I am talking in general, just in my life. There is nothing that has as much of an impact as ATEEZ does. That is why some things are hard to share, and that is why I'm wondering if I should post this, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because this is what my channel is about, and this is one of the most important things in my life, so why not share it? It's not just sexy, it's not just pretty boys with pretty suits in rain and doing sexy choreo. It's not just that, it's way more than that. I don't know the exact meaning behind this, I don't know what their intentions were, but they're reaching for something that is deep, deep, deep inside of me that I can't identify, I can't handle it, I can barely handle it myself, I can barely deal with it, and now I'm sharing it on camera. Okay.
알고 있지 벗어날 수도 없지 점점 빠져가 save me please don't leave me 갈망의 목이 타워 터질 듯한 이 끌림에 감각 맞춰 무뎌져 난 눈앞에 있는 넌 꿈인지 현실인지 환상인지 꿈에서 계속 너만 이미 게임져 터진 것 같아서 왜안돼 손짓은 더 위험해 슈리럽 빨개 향기가 타올라 나고 속해 뭐가 있는지 소설게 ready 기억한 맛이는 우리 race 꿈에서 꿈을 꾼 듯한 걸 오늘 몸에 전율이 널 기억하고 있는 것 같아 I know you get deja vu 미쳐가 너와 눈이 마주친 순간 멈출 수가 없지 난 끝이 없는 갈증을 느껴 너에게 deja vu Oh deja vu 미쳐가 I want you so bad oh 어느 곳 없는 시간 어떤 운명이 날 너에게 끌어당기는 건지 내 숨이 네게 닿는다 내 숨도 내게 닿을까 내 숨이 멎는다 해도 다음 꿈에서라도 find you in my heart 미쳐가 너와 눈이 마주친 순간 멈출 수가 없지 난 끝이 없는 갈증을 느껴 너에게 deja vu Oh deja vu 미쳐가 I want you so bad 미쳐가 우린 나연도 알지 속삭여 미워가는 달콤하네 생각인지 병인지 혼란스럽지 내 맘이 널 원하는 건 본능인데 약간 deja vu
And now there's a whole album to listen to. And there's this MV to watch, and we're gonna get Eternal Sunshine as well, and we're gonna get all the behind the scenes and all the stuff and all the this MV is it's like watching a movie. It's like listening to the soundtrack of a movie. It's like watching a Marvel movie in the span of just 3 minutes and 40 something seconds between the rap and this bridge. After Kingdom, we just didn't have a time to adapt or adjust. They just skipped a few steps, and Kingdom was on a performance level. It was a phenomenal scale on which they showcased what they could do. But this is like they took off and went from 0 to 300 in under 60 seconds. Because this feels 10 times more powerful than the performances in Kingdom did. And the performances in Kingdom were already exponential. I'm not saying this because I'm hyping up ATEEZ. I don't do that. I don't say meaningless things like, oh my god, this is the best yet. That for me is just empty and meaningless. So I try to find the best words and the best way to describe whatever it is that I'm experiencing. And right now I feel like I ran a marathon and I just watched 2 MVs and I sat here. That's all. But that is the energy that it is taking to watch this, and it's a good thing, because at the same time I feel like it's not draining. It is like there's this big bowl of goo, and what ATEEZ is doing with their music and MVs and everything is that they're really pulling at it and pulling it apart, trying to make everything come loose and make everything come to the surface, like everything that is wrong in people, in ways of seeing things, in ways of thinking, in ways of dealing with stuff in the world. It's like they're pulling at 8 different ends of that whole ball of miserable things, and just trying to pull it apart and bring everything that is beautiful and meaningful but also the ugly sides, make it come to the surface with all that they're doing. Besides that, in the MV, I've seen a few things regarding their history and the storyline. And what struck me the most at the end is that there's when they're in the rain on that roof and doing the dance, there's the red clouds and blue clouds together. And I feel like ATEEZ is red and ATEEZ is blue. What that makes me think of is that this is the moment where the two clash together. There's something simultaneously happening, and I think it's the part where they try to come together, to work together, or ATEEZ is trying to make ATEEZ see something at this exact moment, which is relating to Utopia. But there's Yosang. Why? Okay, I need to think about all of that. Now I need to breathe. There's half an hour left before the showcase, so I need to go edit this. This is gonna be a very late drop today. I'm drooling, sorry. Okay, thank you for joining me on my couch. I hope you enjoyed it, and let's go make some history with ATEEZ. See you on the next time. And you.